Hey guys, how's it going? This is Abolitionist here, and this is going to be my blog leading up to Anime Boston. Now, Anime Boston, as many of you know, is a big deal in the East Coast. And I've gone for 5 years total so far, and I've spent countless amounts of money. Uh, right now, right off the bat, I'm saying for Anime Boston, it's gonna be tough for me. So, looking at it in the long run, I'm not exactly certain if I absolutely want to go to Anime Boston this time around. It's it was fun. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I love the convention going. I'm going to PAX East this year coming up, and but as for Anime Boston, I mean, I've looked at it through over and over again. I've pictured myself going to Anime Boston this year, and I looked last year and I didn't like it. Now, that's not to say Anime Boston is a bad convention. It's not a bad convention. Trust me, I know from personal experience. I've been there 5 times in a row. It's a great time, and I love seeing all of my friends there. Uh, even if uh, even if I don't see a couple of my friends who used to go, who are busy with work, other commitments, etc., like that. Something comes up. Even still, I talk to them over Facebook, over anything, over text messages. Even still, Anime Boston is one of the greatest cons that I've ever been to. But that being said, there are better conventions out there, such as Otakon. And Otakon, it's not that far off from where I live, but it's still quite a drive, or quite a journey to get there. So, Anime Boston for me, it's a toss up right now. Right now, if I do decide to go, I'd have to pay the $60 fee, which I need to start there first of all. Before I started going to Anime Boston in 2011. In 2011, Anime Boston was cool. It was a $45 entrance fee, I believe, and there weren't that many people. At most, there were like 10,000 people, 20,000, not even that, 12,000 people at most, I believe. I'll look at the statistics and post something right along the lines of right there. But 20,000 people, uh, 20,000 people, that was fun. But eventually, now it's just there's too many people. There's 25,000 people last year. It it's it went beyond insanity. I went last year. I was happy. I saw the stars. I saw who was going. I couldn't make every single autograph session. Uh, and it was just it was heart wrenching for me because there were a couple of autographs that I failed to get in that convention because of certain restrictions that required me to skip one or two autograph sessions. Now, again, I love autograph sessions from all voice actors. This Sword Art Online wall scroll right behind me is signed by Bryce Papenbrook and Jeremy Lee of SAO. I have over there. I have a Achievement Hunter Fake Age Crew T-shirt signed by Jack, Lindsay, Ray, Gavin, Monty, I believe is on there too, and so on. I haven't gotten Jeff's or Ryan's signature yet. But the sheer fact is that when it comes down to it, Anime Boston in its whole entirety is a fun time. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying it from personal experience. It's a blast. It's a great time. It's a fun time. And if you get a hotel or if you're rooming with someone, I recommend going on Thursday for the pool party. I believe there might be a pool party this year. Don't quote me on that. Don't hold me to that, because I might not even be going. So, right off the bat, I'm saying it from personal experience. I love Anime Boston. My new place, it's a little bit further away from Boston. I'm set on if I need to go into Boston for AB, I'm set with that. But if I have someone on the phone, if I do end up going to Anime Boston, I text this friend, I have a room. It's not cheap, it's not the best price, but for 3 days for just the room, it's reasonable. Now, that being said, you gotta look at multiple things when you're looking into Anime Boston. Now, when I say look into multiple things, what's your spending cap? How much do you want to spend during Anime Boston? Because there's a lot of booths and a lot of stuff to buy that you're going to be tempted to buy, but real life catches up with you pretty quickly, if you know what I mean. So, Anime Boston, the hotel room for me, it's reasonable. It's a reasonable price for me. If I just do decide to end up going. If I decide to end up going, I'm not going to be buying much, honestly. And that's saying a lot, because in the past years, I've bought a lot of stuff from Anime Boston. And I've also had a lot of fun there, though. And I bought shirts, I bought a video game stuff, I bought so many countless things that I can't even name off the top of my head. I don't regret it, though. If you go to Anime Boston, don't regret spending at least $300 if you're at your bare minimum. Now, you could be spending up to $1,000, $2,000 easy if you don't keep your head, because your head will start spinning the moment you walk into the artist alley, the dealer's room. It's crazy. It's crazy to see. I personally, last year I bought a kimono and I love it, honestly. I didn't think I'd be buying a kimono like that, but I ended up doing it because I wanted it. Sorry, tired. And allergies are acting up. I bought a kimono, as I said. I liked it. I love it, honestly. My family saw it and they were like, alright, well, this is him. This is the way he acts, so it's the way I act. Alright, so yeah. What else is there for Anime Boston new timers? New guys going to Anime Boston. Don't worry about cosplaying right now. I thought about going in 2010. I missed the year entirely. I missed the con, and I missed cosplaying. Now, that being said, it was going to be a weird cosplay for me. I was going to cosplay Yusei Fudo from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And most of you are going to be laughing at that. Oh well, I was young. Uh, at what was it? 6 years ago. So 6 years. I think I was 15 at the time. Yeah, 15. Uh, there was no excuse there. Now, as for the rest of the con, as far as that's concerned, uh, best part is just being yourself, having a good time. Like, no one will judge you. I guarantee it. Uh, you can register for Otakon if you're into that. If you want to go, if you want to go to that. What else is there? Uh, just so much stuff, and there's a lot of stuff there to buy too. So it's just gonna be tough. I mean, I might go just to see a few of the stars, but I don't know really. Let me actually get a look on who's gonna be showing up there for Anime Boston. So give me a minute. Uh, take your time. Guest listings. Alright, so if you're not following the page, it looks like there's only 3 stars right now that are going. Greg Ayers, Monica Real, and Todd, whatever. That guy Todd. Yes, the very famous Todd. Anyway. Excuse me. Using my pop filter here as a cover up. But Anime Boston in itself, it's tough for me because last year I had a pretty bad time with the autograph sessions. The main disappointment I had in the autograph session was the Lisa autograph session. As all of you are aware, Lisa sings the opening to Sword Art Online. Me and my buddy Andrew, we got in the line. We got to the front of the line, and then they said, "Everyone go that way," and literally the entire hall just pushed us out, and we were like, "All right, well, we don't want to be here anymore, so we'll just leave." So we left. We didn't get the autographs. We split up after that. That was it. We were pissed off. We were angry. It was the complete disorganized, and everyone who was waiting in line was pissed off entirely. And it was just a sad thing to see because I personally hate going to lines like that. Honestly, I do. Seeing her concert though, I watched the concert live. I loved it, every single second of it. I had a great time watching the concert. That being said though, the autograph session just got no. It was no. Now, I went to the Crunchyroll booth about all 3 days, I think, and I liked it. I honestly did. There was a lot of people there. I got interviewed by the live stream on Crunchyroll's webpage. A lot of people seem to like it. Personally, I don't mind it. Some people on the Crunchyroll page noticed Kirito. That was me. But all in all, I was disappointed in the Lisa autograph session. If I knew at the beginning that if you could get a free autograph session pass, excuse me, excuse me, free autograph pass through buying a CD. That was beyond my annoyance. I heard about it late on Friday. I was like, really? And they were like, they were all sold out of the passes. As soon as they came out, they were gone immediately. I was pissed off. I was angry. Whatever. I got in the line. They forced me out. I was like, you know what? This is bullshit. There's too many people here. I might not even come next year. Now, I can see why Tom Whalen decided not to go, but this is just... Anime Boston is supposed to be about fun, having a good time, meeting new people, having some fun, playing ocarinas, teaching people how to play ocarina. I play an ocarina. I've been playing for about 5 or 6 years now. I haven't played it recently for, I don't even know, back in December was the last time I played it, of last year. So I still have my fingers, I still have the touch. I have a 12-hole ocarina. It's sitting in my drawer right over there. And this Anime Boston, right now, by the looks of it, it's hard to explain. This is my first vlog of Anime Boston. I might not even attend Anime Boston because of the sheer amount of people that are going to be there. I might show up for 1 or 2 days, but beyond that, no. It's not worth it for Anime Boston. If it was Otakon or something like that, like a con that was in like Maryland or Toronto, I would go. If it was PAX South, I would go for all 3 days and then come back to the East Coast. This is Anime Boston. This is right in my back door, basically. So most of my friends are going. I might go for 1 day. Not crazy, not stupid amounts of just pure insanity. I don't want to be driven insane again from last year. Anime Boston has apologized to multiple fans for this, but it was just pure insanity. I don't want to deal with that anymore because of the way they ran the con. The security staff did not know how to run the lines, and if they did, everyone would have been... It would have been a better lineup for the Lisa's signing. Therefore, it's hard to say for me whether I'm going to Anime Boston. If I do go, I'll see you there. As for cosplay, maybe Meliodas from the Seven Deadly Sins. I've liked that anime. I watched the entire thing. I liked it a lot. I'm waiting to see whether I go. If I do go, though, I don't... Like I said, it's all up to me. And honestly, Anime Boston, it's my favorite con. One of them, anyway. My second favorite, actually. PAX East is my number one. It's just gotten blown completely out of proportion. Anime Boston was originally fun. My first year going, I had a blast. I cosplayed Roxas. I still have the cosplay in my closet. Second year going, I think I cosplayed Roxas twice. Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. No, I cosplayed Ventus in Anime Boston 2012. Uh, Anime Boston 2013, I cosplayed Kirito. 14 Kirito and 15 Kirito. Uh, the way that this entire thing was, though, it was fun, but at the same time, I'm slowly losing interest in Anime Boston because of the crazy amount of lines and the crazy amount of people. If they move it to an entire different area, like the Heinz Convention Center in Boston, it's a small convention center. It's too small, it can't hold enough people for what they're trying to do. The Boston Expo and Convention Center, however, is a little bit along the lines of bigger, but it's still Massachusetts doesn't have a big enough area to call home for Anime Boston. Period. Even the Boston Expo and Convention Center doesn't have enough space, I'd say. Now, I've been to the Boston Expo and Convention Center. I've been to PAX East, so I know what I'm talking about when I'm saying it's too big. There's not going to be enough room no matter where we go. Now, there might be other places that are better for it. Now, but as for Massachusetts goes, not the best place. We don't have a big enough expo center, so there we go. Now, driving my attention away from that, cosplay. We'll focus on cosplay wise. Kirito, he and I've cosplayed Kirito for 3 years. I like Kirito a lot. I've gotten so many pictures, but right now it's starting to get boring. So Meliodas is my next look. I'm looking at Meliodas right now. It's not gonna be an expensive cosplay. I can make his sword, the dragon sword, and it'll be an interesting costume. It'll be an interesting cosplay. Hey, if you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll look at them. I'll see what I can do, and if I do decide to go to Anime Boston, I'll see you there. As for cosplay meetups throughout this year, I'll see you guys if you guys are in the Eastern Seaboard and coming over. See you guys over there. If you guys are out west, have fun at your meetups. If you guys, wherever you are, it doesn't matter where. SakuraCon over in Japan, I would love to go to SakuraCon. Honestly, I would absolutely love it. I can't afford it though. At the salary I'm being paid right now. However, I will try my best to go at some point because I've believed people who've gone to SakuraCon, they've had a great time, lots of fun, and a blast just attending. So, as for Anime Boston, looking at Meliodas from the Seven Deadly Sins, and yeah, I'd like to leave off on a positive note. So I don't know if you guys are going to PAX East or not. If you're going to PAX East, have fun. I'll see you guys there on Friday if you have your 3-day passes. Which reminds me, PAX East sold out of 3-day passes when I was looking at the website. Immediately. They were like gone. I was like, wow. But I expected it. I didn't expect anything less from PAX because of the way that the convention is amazing. It's a fun time. It's a blast. A lot of the stuff happens on Saturday, so if you have the money and are willing to splurge on it, do it. It's worth it. So yeah, that wraps things up here. We've been going for 25 minutes, so I think that'll do. Alright, so once again, Abolitionist signing off.